皆さんこんにちは。今回のズームイッツアックのゲストは2年目のイサック・ボンガ選手です。ボンガ選手はチームで最年少、4カ国語喋れてピアノも弾けるんです。もうパーフェクトヒューマンじゃないですか。ということで早速呼んでみましょう。At forward from Germany, number 17, Issac Bonga.
What are your thoughts on the season resuming? It'll be in about a month and a half.
Right. I think personally, and also for the team, it's a good thing just to have another shot, obviously, of the players to the players, and I think it's just like a good chance for us, obviously, to make it. And yeah, I mean, it's like that was like one of our goals to make the playoffs. Obviously, the Eastern Conference Finals, and like right now, we're just getting ready for it and hope we're gonna make it.
Especially because there's so many first-year and second-year players on the team. It's very helpful, the experience you'll get, right?
Exactly. I mean, obviously, we all know it's a young team, but like having like all those vets right now and all those people who've been in the league right now, I think it's just a really good thing for us.
How has your training been throughout the suspension? I know first you worked from home. Now you're going to the facility. How's that going for you?
At the beginning, it was kind of different or hard because it's basically just like someone just took basketball away from you. And we all know, like, people who've been playing basketball, how hard is it? Get kind of like sucked out of his like rhythm. Because like just from almost playing basketball every day to like, okay, they just took it away. So it was kind of hard. But I think we kind of like got used to it pretty fast, just like to work out at home, had a lot of Zoom calls, obviously, as a team, just to see all those familiar faces. Just happy that I'm like back to be in the gym and work out over there.
Who are you tightest with on the team?
It's a lot of people, to be honest. I could pick a lot of people. I could pick Mo, because like Mo obviously from Germany, GP, because I've always been with GP every time. I could pick even Troy, because Troy's like a young guy. Rui, doing him every day, talk. It's just I think like it's kind of everybody, because we all just like been together this whole time and just like getting so close.
Is Rui like an older brother figure, or what kind of figure is Rui to you?
It's funny because I don't even think that people know it, but like I knew Rui already before that, because we used to play against each other like in Europe like a lot. Like I think the first time I saw him was like at least like 4 or 5 years ago. We used to play in Germany against each other like a couple of times. And I was just like knowing Rui, and then like actually getting to know Rui right now, I think it's just like becoming like a really good friendship. And Rui's actually really funny. I don't know if people really know that, because like Rui's actually like a really funny person. So I think Rui's just like becoming like this really good friend you can actually have outside from basketball too. And we do got the same agent too. So I think one thing Rui always does is sometimes he always acts like he don't know what you understand, like he don't know what to actually say, but he actually does. So he sometimes would act like what you say, but he actually knows what you say. So he's doing that, like those type of stuff a couple of times.
Okay. Yeah, I know what you mean. During the quarantine, looks like you spent your free time, one doing TikTok and the other playing piano. Tell me about the TikTok, first of all.
It's funny. We always used to talk like about it during practice or whatever. Like the young guys, like GP, Troy, Rui, Sko, we all. I mean, I don't know. It's just like I think like something cool to do, like all those like videos you can do out there, and all those sketches. So I think it's like a cool thing, like outside from everything to do, and I like this. So.
You also played the piano. I remember seeing, I think it was an interview you did with Chris Miller. You already knew how to play the piano, right? Don't tell me you learned how to play the piano during this quarantine. What's the deal there?
No. So I started playing last summer and it was in LA. And it was random, because I always had that one song stuck in my head, and it was like a piano song. And it was really random. So I basically just went up to a store, bought a piano, and started learning on YouTube how to play piano. And I just did it since I really enjoyed playing it. And I think I got like kind of passion for piano now. And like then I really started doing that. Yeah, so that
Man, my man.
Wait, so but you're self-taught, or did you already know the fundamentals to begin with?
Nah, I'm basically self-taught. I watch
Wow.
everything. I watch everything on YouTube, to be honest.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Right now, I'm learning like this. It's called Sad and Sadness. No, Sorrow and Sadness. It's like this song from Naruto I'm learning right now. So
Oh, wow. Sorrow and sadness. Okay, so maybe someday, next season, maybe you'll perform for us, or
sure.
okay. I'm sure fans in Japan would love that. You're an NBA player, like we just talked about. You play the piano. You speak 4 languages. I mean, it's like almost you're like a perfect human being. You're like a superhero. And people like talk about the nickname the Wizards, right? Like someone who can use magic, like a wizard. We have a question from a fan who's wondering if you can have a superpower, what superpower would you like to have?
I think teleportation.
Okay.
I think teleportation would be a good thing because it's just easy for me to be like at one point. Yeah.
Sure.
Like for example, if I want to be at practice, I'm just gonna be like
Sure.
right there.
That's like a lot of people might say flying, but teleportation seems more practical.
Yeah, I don't need flying for just like he could be right there in a second. So
this is a question from a fan, but what are your top 3 favorite animes?
My top 3 favorite animes.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot. And
yeah,
like,
I'm sure.
Yeah. Man. Okay. I probably would go with, and there's like no order. There's no order. Like,
Okay.
no
Okay.
That's just like putting out there. I'm like still watching One Piece, and One Piece is like, it's not even finished. Like One Piece is probably gonna take 3 years till it's gonna be finished. But I already know One Piece gonna be really like One Piece could be as good as Naruto or like Dragon Ball. So that's why I don't want to say okay, I'm saying Naruto and something like that. And then on the other side, you got good animes like Death Note or something like this. So it's just like, I don't even know, to be honest. There's just a lot of options. Like, because I watch like a lot of animes, like really a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably would say like my top animes are probably like Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
I really like Death Note. Yeah, I really like, that's a lot. A good one I also recently watched was Classroom of Elite.
Okay.
Fairy Tail was also good. Hunter x Hunter. Man, I could go on like Attack on Titan, whatever. I could go wherever.
Okay.
I can't. I'm sorry, but I can't really like say I got like my top 3.
How did you get into anime? They do show a lot of anime in Germany, right?
They do. It's funny because I started watching when I was 7, and I started watching. I think it was Inuyasha. Inuyasha was like my first anime, and I also watched. I didn't really watch it, but I just kept seeing like Sailor Moon. Yeah. But I didn't really watch it. But so I started like watching those, and then like I think it was every Thursday, Dragon Ball and Naruto would come, and I would just like watch it. But I think right now Naruto got like plus 600, 700 episodes. So I basically was watching Naruto since I'm 7 till now. Once, and I started watching all those things, I really like got into it and started watching all types of animes. Like even like sports animes, like Tsubasa, Kuroko no Basket, Major One. I just like basically just because anime was kind of like a new word for me, because anime also got like its own genre, like action, drama, romantic. I don't really know. I don't really think people know it like that, but like anime even got like its own genre. So that's why I really got into it.
Have you ever heard of Sazae-san? There's an anime in Japan, one of the longest running shows called Sazae-san. It's just about a Japanese family. Have you ever heard that?
No, I haven't heard about that. I haven't.
Can you show us a Kamehameha post? I'm going to put you on the spot.
Yeah, you really put me on the spot right now. It's funny. As a kid, I always used to do like the Kamehameha. I like the Naruto run. Like everybody, I think everybody does it. Like everybody does like the Naruto run. I like the Kamehameha. Oh, so
Yeah.
like,
You sort of already know Japanese words because of anime, or what's the deal? Because I remember on Rui's birthday, you guys started, you had to sing the birthday song in Japanese, and then suddenly you went out of nowhere. You were like, Rui-sama.
that's like the summer and like Oni-chan, like bro, I think is this younger or older brother?
Oni-chan is older brother.
Older brother, yeah. Like
Yeah.
all those words are always, because sometimes I watch anime and like sub, so I would watch it in Japanese, and I keep hearing all those words. And I'm like,
Okay.
I mean, sometimes I see like what they mean, but like I'm like, there's just like words I always see and stuff like that. Like every time if I go to VS see him, like I always come like much like you're like what? I feel like if I like really like work on it, I could like even maybe like I don't think like talk, but like I could have like a set out there, yeah.
おめでとうございます。
おめでとうございます。
Yeah, it is important. Actually, one more time. It really is. Wow.
Biggest thing going on in the U.S. right now, the Black Lives Matter movement. The players issued a unified statement a couple of weeks ago. How did this come about?
I think we are just able to reach like bigger stages because we got those platforms like social media nowadays. And I always like people always used to say social media could be a good thing, but also a bad thing. And I think right now it's like the time where we should use it just to reach people. And I think what we basically just did was like letting people know that we're here and that we're like here for them and like that we actually seeing everything that's going on right now. And we basically just want to have their back.
I see. Now, your parents are from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, right? But you were born and raised in Germany.
Right.
What was it like growing up Congolese in Germany?
I think for me as a kid, I never even like realized what really was going on. For an example, most of the time at my like school, I was like the only, or like maybe two other, but like most of the time I was the only Afro-American kiddo. Like it was I don't want to say it was kind of tough, but like sometimes I was thinking like, hey, why is it just me? And like other times I'm just thinking like if people, for an example, like my like friends or whatever would like call me like certain like cuss words, and I wouldn't even like think about if someone would call me like monkey. I would just like think, I mean, he just said it because like it's probably just funny. Like right now, if someone would say it to me, and this time like damn, like it's actually racist. So it's kind of like it's kind of tough, but just like something like that, because like as a kid you don't even like realize what really is going on. You just kind of thinking, okay, we need change right now, like we need actions right now, and that's what we obviously all trying to do right now. That's how we all stand up for each other and just hoping that we're going to change something right now.
In your second NBA season, you played at the small forward position, which I believe your natural position is point guard, right?
Right.
So how would you assess your second NBA season? How do you think it's going for you?
I think like the progression of my second season is actually getting better. And I think I'm like that type of player that it doesn't really matter where I play, because I feel like I'm pretty good at adjusting for roles or whatever. So I think right now I'm just like kind of figuring out, okay, how could I be the best at my role? And I think that's like right now it's like obviously defending and making sure that the opponent not going to score on me, and make the game fast. Like obviously with transition, go to the basket, transition, addition it to DB, Brad, or whoever. So there's like playmaking for my teammates. And I think like that's where I'm kind of getting better right now.
Is there someone in the NBA that you model your game after?
I don't think really. I think sometimes I just look at two-way players, people like Kawhi, Paul George. I think someone who's really underrated, through Holiday. Like them because I like obviously people who are good at both ends. So someone who's going to like get into you on the defensive side, but also is pretty good offensively. So I maybe could say like people like that.
How about like body style wise and progression in career wise? I'm thinking someone like Pascal Siakam. Is he someone that you look up to as well?
I do see him up there. I definitely would. I would say like I definitely do see him up there because I feel like playing style. I actually think there are like a lot of similarities between us. So I definitely would say I do see him up there. Oh, you bro, be on me every day. You be asking me every day. You did your 20 push-ups. Like he literally gonna call me, be like, "Yo, you just did your push-ups." I'm like, "Yeah, I did." So it's like it's funny, but yeah, obviously one thing is working on my body, working on my literally quickness, just like working on all those stuff. And also the thing that maybe people forget is like working on your mind, because I feel like mental strength is actually one of the biggest things you could have. Probably those things, just like having fun. I think just like enjoying all those moments you have, because I really think people actually enjoy sometimes those moments they have out here. And I mean, that's the thing, one of those things I actually want to do.
ボンガ選手、今回たっぷりとありがとうございました。あとボンガ選手、体を強くすることだけでなくメンタルを強くすることに今取り組んでいるということで、たくさん瞑想をやっているみたいなんですよね。それによってストレス解消だったり眠りの質も相当良くなっていると言っていました。シーズン再開後のボンガ選手の活躍に期待しましょう。それでは皆さん、今回は以上。また次回ズームイサックでお会いしましょう。Goodbye!